getting started.
Hello.
Just counting down.
Just got the start.
Yeah. So you just joined it just as we're starting.
Oh yeah. I think this is the first time I've had to join.
I had a feeling you'd want me to take part in this one. That's why you asked if you wanted to come in.
I can't wait for this one.
This is going to be a big one. Right, here we go.
This is going to be nice and big.
Hello everyone, and welcome along to Paranormal Ripples. I am Ray, and tonight I'm doing the silver screen facade that is basically Dark Side of Hollywood and everything Hollywood related. And I'm being joined by Tim tonight. From the start again. Yes. But yeah, tonight's topic is going to be very interesting because we're going to be telling you stuff about Hollywood that you wouldn't want to know. The darker side.
Trust me, it's a rabbit hole and a half.
Basically, it's like, if you think you know Hollywood like that, Hollywood goes like that. It's what? Yeah, or like that.
Pyramid. Just think of the pyramids of Giza and the pyramid of. You can't unsee it. Once you see it once, that's it. You see it everywhere. Welcome to pattern recognition, people.
Yeah, and if you enjoy this, make sure you like, subscribe, turn the notification bell on if you're new. And
we'll need to go through the clips. I've got a few more clips I think I'm going to have a look at during this live, and I'm just going to shoot them over when I see them.
Yeah, that's fine.
But, there's plenty of material to work off of. Plenty.
Tonight, yeah.
Absolutely fucking tons of them.
Yeah.
Fucking tons of material.
And we'll say that Hollywood has been doing this for like the last, like I'd say, since it even began. Like, you can go back to the 1920s, 1930s and see child actors have been fucked over by Hollywood. And look at Shirley Temple. She's an example. She was hardly the next big thing, weren't she? But her career got gobbled up, didn't it? Tim?
Yeah.
Shirley Temple's.
Just so there's a little break, because I know how tense this is going to. I know how tense these lives are going to be. So I'm just going to send this one clip just to break up. So I'm going to send that to you.
Yeah, fine. Yeah.
You can play that one at the end just to lighten the mood up a little bit.
Yeah, I'll do that as a cheer up. But yeah, Shirley Temple, like I said, Shirley Temple's career was like one of her career. No, she was one of the biased young talents, weren't she? Like young child stars, and then her career got gobbled up. There's loads more examples. I'm sure you all know plenty. Another one is the one that was in Poltergeist. She was supposed to be the next big thing, but shit happened with her behind the scenes, and it's nuts.
Oh, let me see if this is the full interview now, or a better clip. Right, yeah, I'm going to send that one over. It's probably the same one as the ones I've sent earlier, but oh god. Yeah, what the fuck is going on there? Sorry, I'm just finding even more.
It's a big rabbit hole. It is one of the biggest rabbit holes in the world. We thought Cicada last night was going to be big, but this is even bigger.
Especially when you then start to look into the references, and then you look at the families.
The family tree is an interesting one, isn't it? The Illuminati, because apparently got emailed to a certain J.E., didn't it? You heard about that, Tim?
What was? Sorry.
Do you know the Illuminati? The families which have the title Illuminati. All of them, the family tree got emailed to J.E., didn't it?
Are we talking about this family tree in particular?
As I got the Reynolds and all them on it. Yeah, the Rockefellers.
Stars,
Yeah.
leaders, Masons, Vatican. Then we've got Zionists, Rockefeller, Rothschilds, banks, finances, massive. I mean, in fact, we're in debt to the Rothschilds right now because remember during the war, there were all those bonds that people kept buying up, and then they came in, swooped in, and bought it for pennies, basically only. And that's got nothing to do with Hollywood, but it's basically linked because obviously Hollywood are basically your TLs. World leaders are basically like managers, just like the managers. You got the TLs, then you got the area. But basically, then at the top, these are like CEO or the owner. That's the owner right at the top. Don't just don't.
All we'll tell you though is that some actors ain't sold their souls in Hollywood, and they've been lucky to get out of it, ain't they? Some of them. I'm not saying all of them, but some of them have been lucky, ain't they? Ricky Gervais is an example. I'll show a clip of him in a bit, but Ricky Gervais is a prime example.
He's managed to somehow skirt around the outside, say what he said, come out with what he said,
and say, I'm not doing this hosting anymore. Saying, I'm not doing the hosting anymore. Yeah.
Tell the tale. Yes,
yeah, because he did say that was the last time I'm ever going to fucking do this thing, basically, and
just kept himself out of the limelight and kept himself away from it all somehow. But then again, he is British, and you kind of they're out of scope. It's out of scope.
Yeah, but then again, some of our actors ain't lucky. Some of them do get dragged into it.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
it basically feels like someone's playing Monopoly with us, doesn't it? It's like that kind of thing, doesn't it? It feels like
puppets on a string.
Puppet master.
I get that feeling all the time. Like somebody's playing.
And
when you get that feeling, trust it because it means there is something going on. You're going to get to the bottom of it. And it feels. I
know. And if you think about it as well, this is the old thing, Hollywood people. This is the same lot that when shit was going on for Nickelodeon with that person who was doing who was apparently doing the thing, weren't it? They tried to cover it up. Oh, what was his name? Oh, bloody hell! Hang on.
I'm not sure what it was.
No, because what's the name? The Tree Life of Cody and Zach gonna know what that was. Hang on. You'll know. You'll probably know the name when I say it out loud. Dan Schneider.
Dan Schneider, yes.
Yeah, he is a famous one. Mr. Dan Schneider.
That's
Nickelodeon.
Yeah, but
and if you know it's Nickelodeon's logo, it awfully looks like something.
And if you split it up and segment it, it means something else as well. Like it's literally there in front of you as well. There.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure about the Balenciaga, but Balenciaga is how it's actually supposed to be pronounced, and Bal is.
Yeah. Yeah, we know what
there's several references, loads. I could probably pick about 100 different references, and if that isn't like a pattern, or if that isn't just a pattern in itself, and you're still looking at it going, I don't believe this. Well, it's said to you 100 times over and over in different ways, and it's all the same thing. You can't really refute it at that point. It's indisputable evidence that there's something more going on. Let's have a look.
Look at the Nickelodeon logo.
It's Epstein's Island. It's right there. It's in front of your eyes. You can't. Can you find the
actual logo layout
and show the background as well and have a look at that? Because that is just... Oh, get that off. Get the one on the right off.
Yeah.
Get that one off.
I know, don't worry.
Yeah, the red unlock. That was nothing, guys. That was nothing. Nothing to see here. Just look at Nickelodeon on the left. That's where you should be putting your eyes.
That's where you need to be. But yeah, I know what you're on about with Ellen DeGeneres set. I know exactly the bit you're on about.
Yeah, I was blind to it, but I'm now starting to see it. When I start going back over the old films all over again, go have a look at it. You're gonna have to show when you get the clip up, get the Snake Eyes one on as well. That is once you see it, you can't unsee it.
Right.
I'm not gonna spoil it, but get ready for it. Also, if you search for Snake Eyes and find the plot, that's on Wikipedia. Read the plot, and you'll see something weird in that too. If it wasn't already weird enough as it was, and you're thinking that's just a coincidence, no, there's a pattern, because if you link it to the rest of it, there's a pattern. Clear.
There is. Right.
By the way, what does news actually mean as well? Because since we're talking about Hollywood, we're talking about films, media, all that stuff, right? What does news actually mean?
The actual term news.
Yeah, if you mix it with broadcast and news, what does that actually mean? Because what does broadcast actually mean?
I know what news means. News.
If I was to cast something, what would I be doing? I'd be
trying out to what
casting you got cast as in spell cast, and then you got cast as in. If you've got a fishing net, what would you do? You don't throw the net, you cast. Yeah, and what does that cast mean? You're throwing it.
Yeah, you're finding it out there. You're finding out to get stuff.
Broadcast, news. If you mix the two together, you might be able to figure it out. In fact, I didn't really see it. News is there's also north, east, south, and west. It's broadcast,
like
throwing it in all directions. That's what news. Television, television, and channel is.
I'm gonna get that one.
Yeah, we said it was going to be a doozy.
Yeah.
The term television is a vision, as in we're going to present you something. Yeah, that's
the one. That's the one. Look.
Yeah, it looks like the temple, doesn't it? It looks like the house. Yeah, look at it.
It does.
You can't tell me it does it. That's not the house.
No.
Can't tell me it isn't. It's layered exactly the same. It's in the same font. You've got the trees there. Look, trees.
Yeah. Hang on. And then if you want to see something else, everyone, that's the Nickelodeon stuff, obviously. And I'll show you something else. Hang on while I'll just do it. And you think that we're joking about the Epstein Island stuff, probably some of you are. But yeah.
Have you?
Hang on.
Ray, I don't know if you've done this one before, right? But do you know when you search for these specific theories or these ideas and you put it into Google, have you seen what Google tells you? Oh, it's debunked and none of it's real.
Yeah.
Like they're completely playing it off as if it's nothing.
Literally. They don't want to tell anything, do they?
They're in the club too. Specifically, if you have a look at
boom.
It's the symbol. Look at the symbols for. Look at the symbol for. I mean, it's the. Well, don't know if you're fucking blind and you can't see that. Well, I'm sorry, but like if you've got 20/20 vision and you can't see that similar, then don't know what else to tell you.
And apparently,
you're a sheep.
And not only that, apparently, you know, it's the other thing that they all talk about. About Bikini Bottom. SpongeBob.
I've heard about this one too.
Yeah, if you don't know what we're on about here, people, Bikini Bottom is basically off here and all.
Is that what Bikini Bottom was the nickname for? Was a nickname for something?
Look. Apparently according to Google, it's not.
Debunked. You see what I mean? They're saying it's debunked.
Yeah.
Strange. That, isn't it? Oh, hang on. I found a side-by-side. Someone did a side-by-side of this one too. Have a look at the talking about Google. It's very similar. Right. Google Play Store. Google Play Store.
No.
The symbol for the Google Play Store. Or maybe one of the original. Let's have a look.
Look, I put in 124 country Bikini Bottom and then Little St. James shows up on there. Look.
Okay, hang on. Does this... hang on, Ray. Does this symbol look familiar to you? Let's see if it'll... Does that look similar? Does that look familiar to you?
Freemasons, it looks like.
Yeah, hang on.
Kind of familiar, right? There's like Freemasons mixed with
So that's actually meant to be,
isn't it?
The seal of Lucifer or the sigil, specifically the sign or the symbol. Now, take a look at. Now I'm going to show you something else. Oh, hang on. Does that look familiar now? Does that now look familiar?
Yeah.
What does that look like?
That looks like a... Doesn't that look like a planchette from a Ouija board or something?
It's kind of... Well, if we go back to the...
Lucifer thing.
See, let's go back to the sigil of... Let's look at the sigil of... So look at the sigil again. You think it looks a little familiar to look similar to that?
Yeah.
Kind of. When you put... Now, I don't know how to do a side-by-side, but... see? Yeah.
It does.
Of course, they're going to say it's all debunked. Of course, they're going to say that. Of course, it's debunked this and debunked that.
Yeah, they don't want to fucking come out and immediately say it's there.
Yeah, exactly. The part of it. They're not going to come out and say it unless the CEO decides, you know what, fuck this, I've had enough. I'm coming out of all of it. I'm going to reveal the secrets, and then goodbye, night. Then watch as it gets all covered up again. Watch the laptop now just start fucking playing up again on me. Watch this. It's just so much weird. So much weird.
It is. It all seems kind of weird to me.
Right. Let's go through all of these clips as well. So I found them all.
I know. But yeah, everyone needs to go. You need to do your digging as well, helping everyone. Because
this was in a, by the way, all of these clips took me just 3 minutes to find.
Yeah.
3 minutes. Obviously, doing the full deep dive and actually putting the pieces together is going to take a lot longer. Just finding the clips necessary just to show enough to make you think, oh, maybe there is something going on.
Right, I'll start with we'll start in random order because then that's the best way to be. But we'll start with a certain comedian that I spoke about earlier. Can everyone remember who I was talking about earlier in the show? Who got out of Hollywood when he did? Our man Ricky Gervais. And if you don't know, this speech is iconic. I need to find
I need to find the part 2 and part 1 as well.
Yeah,
I'm going to find the other 2 parts and.
Yeah, but I feel part 3 is more iconic because he literally rips into him more here.
Oh yeah. But let's see if we can get the context as well.
Look.
Oh, I can't hear. Is the audio one?
Yeah, look.
I can't hear anything.
Any there? I shared my audio.
No, I can't hear it.
What the fuck? That's weird. I shared my audio. How does that work then? No, are they trying to silence us? There you go. I've done the same thing again. So now we should hear it.
Here we go.
Yeah, exactly. See? I just don't know exactly what I just said. Weird.
The audio. Hear it.
That's what I'm saying. It's weird. I've done the same thing I've done last time. Weird.
No, the audio's playing, Ray.
Game with a morning show, a superb drama. Yeah.
Superb drama.
A superb drama.
Superb drama about the importance of dignity
and doing the right thing.
The right thing.
Made by a company that runs sweatshops in China. So, well, you say you're woke, but the companies you work for, I mean, unbelievable. Apple, Amazon, Disney. If ISIS started a streaming service, you'd call your agent, wouldn't you? So, if you do win an award tonight, don't use it as a platform to make a political speech, right? You're in no position to lecture the public about anything. You know nothing about the real world. Most of you spent less time in school than Greta Thunberg. So, if you win, right, come up, accept your little award, thank your agent and your God, and fuck off, okay? So...
And they all look at him like...
3 hours long.
No.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Right.
Especially Tom Hanks.
Look at the bloody... You can't lie with that body language, though, can you? You can't lie. It's the... Oh, my God. Fuck. He knows. But he's not part of the club, is he, fully? No?
No.
He's British.
Let's do the first...
Ricky Gervais. Doesn't give a fuck.
You might turn some of our people, but not all of us.
He might have been part of it at one point. There's a chance he will have been part of it at one point, but he's just like...
Or seen it. Or seen it, yeah. No.
Kill me. We're nearly done. Jesus. 3, it's already...
No.
Right, last one. Come on, guys. Our next presenter starred in Netflix's Bird Box, a movie where people survive by acting like they don't see a thing. Sort of like working for Harvey Weinstein. You did it. I didn't. You did it. Shut the fuck up.
Exactly.
Please welcome Sandra Bullock.
Exactly.
I didn't do it. You did. This is all on you. You've got blood on your hands. You're the ones that did it. Not me. I'm just merely pointing it out. Don't shoot the messenger.
Literally. You're the one that kind of got into a mess, and I'm not the one helping you dig out.
Oh, I've actually got the full video. I've actually found the absolute... It looks like it's the full... It's the full lot. It's 9 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
What did it split up? What did the part 1, part 2?
Well, yeah.
Wait, part 3, I think that was the most important one.
Yeah, that was the one that he actually dug into more than I thought.
Oh, God.
True dark side of
now
Hollywood.
Look at this one, everyone.
If your ultimate goal is to be famous, then you're going to do a lot to get there, like sign your name in blood in a contract with the devil.
Interesting.
I kind of sang about, what was going on in my life at 15, and that's how I got introduced to the music industry. I swear I wanted to be like the Amy Grant of music, but it didn't work out, and so I sold my soul to the devil.
Well, needless to say, sold my soul.
It's a dance with the devil. I'm a cure, real wrestle. It's a dance with the devil.
I'm trapped. If I can go back, I never would have rapped. I sold my soul to the devil. I'll never get it back. I just want to leave.
Do you record while the bus is moving, or does it have to come to a stop?
Yeah, well, sometimes they don't want to, and they're, Gaga, we can't get, the frequency's weird, and, it's sounding a little bit strange. And I'm like, if you don't get this right now, I swear to Lucifer, I'm gonna, I get a little bit mad.
I sold my soul to the devil. I know it's a crappy deal. Lisa came with a few toys like a Happy Meal.
Why is your hand over your eyes?
Because I'm a devil worshiper. What are you talking about? All right, well, I have tickets to see the devil worshiper.
Roman is a crazy boy who lives in me. And he says the things that I don't want to say. He was born, just a few months ago. I think he was born out of rage. He was conceived in rage. So he bashes everyone. He threatens to beat people, and he's violent.
That must be nice to have like an ignorant loudmouth who you can just sort of blame every...
He wants to be blamed. I don't want to blame him. I ask him to leave, but he can't. He's here for a reason. People have brought him out. People conjured him up. Now he won't leave.
I never listened to Nicki Minaj, so that's no loss. So she worships the devil, I heard anyway, so.
And boy, I got you. Hey, it's tonight I'm making deals with the devil, and I know it's gonna get me in trouble. I gave into the fire. I know I should have fought it. At least I'm being honest. I know that this is my fault. I should have been more careful. The devil's got come to me. Do business. If you come back to me, die with you, die with you. I can sell my soul to the devil.
You're still out here doing these songs, you're still on tour.
I do, but I don't take it for granted.
Why are you still out here?
Well, it goes back to the destiny thing. I made a bargain with it, a long time ago, and I'm holding up my hand.
What was your bargain?
To get where I am now.
Should I ask who you made the bargain with?
with the chief commander
on this earth,
and on this earth, and then in the world we can't see.
Ain't no turning back. I keep on dancing with the devil. My mind, he's got my soul. He won't let me go.
Disclaimer, section 107 of the Fair Use Act. This is for commentary.
I'll put it in the description anyway.
Oh no, it's in the video too. It's now in the live. Just for commentary purposes.
And how long will I live? Eternal life and forever. Or will I be the G that I was? I make the life better than you can imagine or even dream of. So relax yourself, let me take control. Close your eyes, my soul. My eyes are closed.
I met the devil in God's country. And it's not so much who, it's what, what happens and the things that the devil does. It's not so much a person, even though he acts through people. You can't call one person the devil.
Joe Arpaio?
You can't call any one person the devil. You can't do that because no one person has enough power to be the devil.
And I just think that the whole idea of celebrity and fame has become really convoluted and, kind of bastardized, like whereas fame used to be the byproduct of success and now it's the ultimate goal. And if your ultimate goal is to be famous, then you're going to do a lot to get there, like sign your name in blood in a contract with the devil. Like you're going to end up on a one-way street and it's going nowhere. Like that's just the truth. I've seen so many people like forsake their moral code and their value systems just for a little bit of fame, and it's not worth it at the end of the day. It's really not worth it.
No, it's not. You're right.
It ain't worth it whatsoever. But yeah. I'm gonna say here, and I don't know whether you agree, Tim. There's two people on there that literally, I'll say one the thing. Beyonce and Jay-Z.
I think they might be at the. I don't fully agree with it, but I agree if it was they're the top like celebrities, like right at the top.
Well, you notice all the
Ones that
celebrities
could-
there. Well, you notice how all the singers seem to thank them a lot. I've got to thank Beyonce, and if she doesn't get thanked, she seems to turn into an arse.
Yeah. They might have sort of direct links to something higher up.
Jay-Z might
Everyone
do.
else is just playing along, but yeah.
Because it seems funny how
there's somebody higher. There's definitely somebody higher than Beyonce and Jay-Z, 100%. But I think they might be at the top in terms of on the celebrity side of things. Yeah, I agree with that, but I don't necessarily agree. There's a part of me that's thinking there's something higher up. There's somebody or something higher up, but we don't know their names. They're so high up. Rothschilds are definitely. The Rothschild Rockefellers are definitely above them.
There's a lot in the shadows, I will say that. There is a lot of people in the shadows.
They're in the shadows, all of them. Apart from one or two of them, the Rothschilds have been identified, haven't they? Found in the street. But then I don't think they're human. There's that. I need to find that clip. There's a clip of a female by the name of, I think, Lauren. Might be Lauren. Oh, my arms feel weird. Ooh. Fuck. That was weird.
What?
No, I just felt my arms just start to drop. I was like, whoa, what's fucking going on here?
Weird.
It's like I'm being controlled.
Oh, we're talking about control.
Oh.
Hello.
Well then. See where Hollywood are though. Right at the bottom, there's more.
And sports, have you noticed? They do say that some sports are predetermined.
Yeah, there's predetermined, there's pre-planned stuff, but they're just showing the story. They're just showing it. That's like I said, they'd like the team leaders. Police are slightly above. Then you got government, yeah. Then you've got the CEOs. You know, they're really powerful.
Yeah, the Secret Society,
like obviously above that because they're the ones financing it.
Yeah, and the Freemasons that you think we're the ones controlling them, but then you have the Vatican that controls all them. Then you have the 13 subordinate families, where the royal families even do them, and then the 9.
Just like it said to you in that book when I sent that one to you, I was like, yeah, check the title at the top, and that would mention the 13, tribal 13, and I was like, the fuck does that mean? And then I thought, maybe it might have something to do with the 13 bloodlines.
Yeah, but have you noticed, everyone, buddy? We're right down here, us normal folk. Right down here.
A lot of play with numbers too, though. That's us. Obviously, the bit at the bottom that represents us.
Yeah,
we're all just playing along with it. Most of us are. I know that. I know that's true. There might be like a small 0.05% that are trying to speak out against it. There's definitely a small percentage that are not buying into it.
A few of these are like, I'm not even going to say that, but then I'd argue and say that you could literally go offshoot and go to the right and say fighters against it and people for it, you know, or whatever.
See, I think the ones who end up speaking against it are the ones that are directly attacking everything above, and then they don't like it because they know it's true. If they're admitting they don't like it, that means there is truth. And if it wasn't true, then you wouldn't be silenced. But if it's true, then you are going to be silenced, or they're going to try and silence you. And all sorts of fake charges and all that stuff. Yeah, it's just below, and then you've got that right at the top. I don't even know what that means.
The creator, probably.
Creator of the underworld, not that would be the actual. That would probably be the actual.
Yeah,
himself. Yeah,
but it is crazy, and I'll put in play next one because we just had.
By the way, this is only a small slither. We've not even cracked we're not even cracking the surface here. It's more and more. This is probably about if we were digging a hole that big. This is like there.
Yeah, because we were talking about bowl. Because we were talking about bowl.
This one.
Listen to this, everyone.
Is this coming for me? I must appease him with the gift of a man-child. Come to me. I must feed you. I must feed you to the northwest. No, take him. No, take the baby. Take the baby. Don't eat me, eat the baby.
I'm sure the baby will be fine.
Nice how everyone applauded it, everyone. And just laughed it off.
Is this is where remember that double standards thing comes into place? It's like, if you're a normal person doing that, you are absolutely reamed.
Yeah, I'm not.
You're right near the top, or you're getting higher up. Oh,
or you get
it's fun. It's comedy.
Yeah, or you get thrown in prison for being a bad parent because you're doing shit like that with a baby or something.
Yay! You have to act like that with normal people too. Can't have one and the other. You just can't do it.
No.
Yeah.
But it is kind of crazy when you think about
crazy. No, it's crazy though. We're going to be crazy if we're talking about it.
Yeah. Now we're going to have a little bit of thing here. Because this one is nuts. I've seen this one even before you sent it to me, so.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think I know which clip it might be. Let's see if I'm right.
Right, before I show it, what do you don't think you're going to guess, right? I'm going to say, I've already seen this one, and this one was like this week. This one.
Oh, no, it's not. Oh,
yeah.
It's not the one I was thinking of. Oh, it's not the one I was thinking of.
No, I've seen this one.
Damn it.
No, I'm saying that towards the end.
Oh,
when we got more into the JE triangle, you know?
Oh, this one, yeah.
That one, everyone, you'll see what I mean by this one is kind of crazy.
I'll lose something, but I'm not going to drop names.
Okay.
But I'll never forget, these are black producers. Kevin Brown and Andre Brown. And he was later on 30 Rock, but they would come to us and they would tell us about vanity and losing your mind in Hollywood and be careful. And they came back from Hollywood to try to expand us. And they sat us down and they're like, you ain't going to believe what we saw. I'm like, what did you see? And they said, we saw so-and-so, huge name, so-and-so, huge name, and so-and-so, big name back in the day, chicken hawking at a party. And I went, what? See, you're white. I said, what's chicken hawking? Everyone like, he's white. He don't know chicken. I said, what's chicken hawking? That's when you hanging out with boys that are transvestites. I went, what? What? See, now you're telling stories. Yeah. But I never forgot that. 3 years later, this name, ping.
Busted chicken hawking.
I'll let you in on.
Ooh.
Ooh la la.
Ooh
la la. Yeah.
Ooh la. Fucking la.
I know what I'm going to say before. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to just go into mum. All I'm going to say there is parties were mentioned again.
Parties, transvestites, dressing up, cross-dressing. Oh, normalized, how normalized. And oh dear. It's just it just gets worse and worse and worse. Gets more and 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 more mad.
It does.
It is the craziest. These are one of the craziest. This is like one of the craziest rabbit holes, you know. don't. I said this at work earlier. I says, please, guys, whatever you do, don't watch movies for the same reason I watch them. And I was like, I enjoy watching movies for entertainment, you know, just to sort of like just watch.
Yeah.
But then I said to him, I watch them for a different reason. And I says, I watch it because of hidden messages and I'm looking for different things. And they went, what do you mean by that, Tim? And I went, well, I'm not. Oh, you're talking about Easter eggs? Oh, no.
Talking about like
not this time.
No, we're talking about stuff like the sex message in Lion King.
We're looking into like where we watch the movies once, spot something unusual.
That's fine. Then I use them up.
Hear a weird sentence or a weird phrase that sounds out of place, and being passed off as if it's just a joke, like comedy.
Mm-hmm.
Like full comedy, like as if it's just a joke, like an actual joke, but the source material doesn't match what a joke would sound like, especially with the way it's being treated like it's just completely lighthearted. And I was like, that's what I'm watching movies for, especially if someone's already spotted it, and then I'm like, actually, let's watch that movie and see if I can spot it myself and see if I can notice anything weird. And then you're like, oh, shit. It's weird.
Yeah.
Like the Godzilla thing and the other bits and bobs I used to watch.
Hello, Jen.
Hey.
Hello, Jen.
You've come in.
Yeah, 41 minutes. You're 42 minutes in, but do you want to give a quick recap?
Oh, fucking hell. Oh, gee. Do I really want to give a quick recap? I'm actually going to do it.
I'll let Tim do a recap.
We have looked at the structure of Hollywood, as in the actual structure of how things are run. And it's not what you think it is, especially when governments are quite low on the rung. We've also looked at the weird something called chicken hawking, which essentially is parties where people dress up as, well, men dress up as women, and it was all planned, which is why we're starting to see more and more people dressing like, it's fucking, just weird. And then we're looking at
Ricky,
hidden signs, multiple references of artists actually saying they have sold themselves essentially to the devil. And we've looked at and spoke about weird coincidences with Nickelodeon's logo looking suspiciously like Epstein's Island and Ellen DeGeneres' set looking like Epstein's palace thing, the blue and white house that was on that island, with the gold-shaped dome on the top. And then we've looked at Ricky Gervais basically exposing it in front of them and basically going at them and attacking them. And then watching everyone as they reel going, oh, shit, he's on to us. And you can see it in their eyes and you can hear it and you can see it all unfolding like, oh, fuck, shit, get him off the stage. He's revealing everything. Someone shut him up. Yeah, there's this is the one, and also you missed me talking about it when I said at work, when they ask me, oh, what do I do? And I'm like, yeah, I like watching movies, but I also like to watch for the hidden messages specifically, just so I can see if I can piece it together and spot the pattern. Specific scenery maybe, or words or weird phrases, and try and piece it together to see if there's it's just tons. There are tons. There's tons and tons. In fact, we'll never get through all the material. Even if we were talking about it for 25 years straight, we still won't get to the bottom of it all. We'd have probably got maybe a third of the way down, if that. What do you reckon, Ray? We wouldn't have even got to the bottom of that.
We wouldn't have. You have to go catch up bits we missed, yeah. Don't definitely, Jen.
Definitely watch the catch up. Drop a thumbs up on the video as well. Add a comment as well if you can. If you're watching the video, just drop a comment.
Right.
I'm sure Ray will be nice and respond to it.
Yeah,
and then I might respond to it too. I'll drop a little comment or something. We'll just get a full. We'll just trick the algorithm. Sorry, I didn't say that. YouTube, I didn't say nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. There's more, Jen. I'm finding more and more videos, and I'm just gonna, if I find the clips, I'm just gonna send them to Ray. There's more to talk
one
about.
I saw. There's one I saw earlier, which kind of would make you kind of thinking.
They're all terrified of Ronan Farrow. He's coming for you. Oh, don't stop. Come on. Ricky Gervais's little, when he was pulling them apart, he proper ripped into him. 77th Golden Globes acceptance speech 2019 or 2020. I think it was the 77th.
Yeah.
77th Golden Globes.
Right.
Yeah, you need to watch that.
Have you seen the Saturday Night Live skit?
The one with The Rock?
No.
The one with Keenan and Kel?
No.
Pete Davidson? No.
No, this one. You'll see what I mean.
Just show just not the clip, not the don't start the video. Let's see if I can figure it out. I might have seen this one. There's a chance I will have done. Especially during some of my deep rabbit hole searches I used to find when I was looking for the real answer.
This one was put out 12 years ago, by the way.
12 years ago, right? Okay.
Right. I'm going to show it, but you'll see what I mean. I won't start it, but I'll just, you know what I mean.
See if I can figure it out before it plays.
Right.
Oh.
Have you seen this one?
I don't think I have.
Listen to it and tell me that this don't sound... Pfizer. 12 years ago.
Interesting. That wasn't what I thought it was going to be. It wasn't another reference to it, but this in fact it said Pfizer. Now, what could they be talking about here?
And that 12 years ago.
But what is that? Because they're saying it's almost pizza. So what the fuck are they talking about there? Because it's not what I thought it was going to be. It's not the, code, is it?
No. But you know, it's how he was like so against it. Like, I'm not eating it. But they were trying to force him to eat it.
That's now starting to make me think of the Sofia Vergara clip chasing the, the apparently kid who's 7 and she's a fully grown adult, and then she's running and chasing after him, grabbed hold of him, and then keeps gripping him back like, come back to me, and then asking this child, which I think is weird to be asking, which is, have you got a girlfriend? Come on, why not? Oh, come on, have a girlfriend. He's like 6 or 7 at the time. Why are you asking that? And why are you chasing after him? And that's just all kinds of... I'm not even going to fucking say it.
Fucked up.
Jen, type it into the chat. You tell me what you think that sounds like, because...
Yeah, but that is the one I saw earlier on. I saw it when I was on Facebook earlier. And I thought that was weird.
Is that Pfizer thing? Was that a reference to COVID? When was that? So it was 12 years ago, right?
6 years before the COVID stuff took off.
Do you think it might have been a reference to that?
Well, they were going, like, they were doing stuff.
Not the typical Peter reference, which we know is now. Well, you know what? But especially when they said the Pfizer thing.
Yeah, but it seems funny how 6 years
masks are like.
Yeah, but 6 years. But it seems funny that 6 years later we have the Pfizer vaccine, and then
Pfizer vaccine, COVID. Yeah, but there was Simpsons clip as well that had something to do with that.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean. It just seems all kind of weird.
Experimental is close enough as well. So that's a good way to describe it. Fucking hellfire. Whatever you do, Jen. Whatever you do, because it's a fucking dangerous game to play. It's just as dangerous as speaking out against it, which is basically what we're doing here, or we're trying to highlight it. Just trying to do the same as.
Yeah.
There's. There's evidence to suggest, talking about Pfizer and talking about the pharmaceutical industry, which is basically what Pfizer is. There was, I found something interesting, and I don't know how true it is. It probably is going to have some truth to it. Something about, oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh no, not this one. Yeah, I watched about half of this and I had to turn it off because it's a bit sickening. You'll see what we mean in a minute, Jed. Come watch this.
Yeah.
Right, are we ready, Ray?
Thank you, guys.
Real.
Hello, gentlemen, and welcome to Psychosec. Can I answer any questions? What is it all? Well, we're a company that produces 100% organic human sleeves. You're probably wondering what's a human sleeve. Well, if you gather around, I can let you know what we do here in full details. So here at Psychosec, we've been able to achieve true immortality by taking your human consciousness and storing it on a device called a cortical stack. It's implanted in the base of your neck, and it collects and stores everything that makes you you. Every memory, every emotion, every sensation, every...
Straight away, I'm going to say back of your neck. Can anyone tell me what film back of the neck is relevant for? And you're on mute, by the way, Tim. So if you do answer.
Back of the neck. A clue?
Keanu Reeves.
Matrix.
Where can they plug into the back of the neck for the Matrix?
The Neuralink. The Neuralink.
Yeah.
Yeah. Goes in the back of the... Yeah. Computer simulation. I always thought it went to the back of the head, though. Yeah, I didn't know it was the neck.
Yeah, it's in the neck. It's in the neck. It's actually in the neck, I believe.
So it's not like...
Hang on.
Yeah, show the clip. Well, not the clip, but show the...
No.
Oh, it is in the back. Shit, it's in the back of his neck. Ooh.
Look.
Oh, it's in it. It is in
yeah. And he just said, if you notice,
every memory, every emotion, every sensation, everything you've ever experienced gets stored on this little device. You can see it beyond.
Little device at the back of the neck.
Stored in a little device, which will be implanted in the back of your neck, where we can take your consciousness, put it into, and cryogenically store it. Right, yeah. That's not weird, is it? No. It's a joke, though, guys. Don't worry. This is all for entertainment purposes.
Yeah, this is
none of this is real.
And
you don't need to look into it.
Right,
anyway. Hang on a minute. Doesn't it look like also... No, I don't know.
What's that in the background? What does that say in the background?
Where?
I'm trying to see what that word is.
Psyop, I think, or psych.
Psyop or sites, yeah.
But you know it's like
follow me.
Don't that look like Keanu Reeves' Neo character? And that look like Trinity?
Kind of, yeah. Yeah.
Stored on this device and can get digitally transferred.
Well, when you think about it, maybe the stars, it kind of makes sense.
They're organically real. Bones, tissue, organs, everything.
Psychosec.
Sleeve. Psychosec sleeve.
Psychology, psych. Head.
Nothing can hurt these bodies, but they are here.
Look.
So if something were to happen to them, you can always change them out for a new one. That's why it says
psychological. Psychology. Consciousness. Yeah.
Body and change to the next body.
Look.
You're young as you feel.
You know what? I wish all of this was actually some kind of just a joke, but it's been said over and over again in different.
You can either have this
not joke anymore.
We have a selection of wonderful
mocking us.
Who's
mocking us all?
Now, if you'd like to be taller, shorter, skinnier,
being mocked and laughed at.
That better vision.
Like with toys.
Strength in your body. You have the choice to choose a man.
Yeah, but we know time, mate. I mean, you're giving us these options, but we know it's going to be only for the elites.
If your sleeve becomes damaged or too old for your liking, simply remove from the cortical stack your DHF, your consciousness.
This is like digital ID. This is like digital ID, isn't it? 100 times.
But you can basically change how you look and what you feel like.
Yeah, well, there's been evidence to suggest, Jen, that maybe when people were taking the vaccines, a little bit of Epstein's DNA was implanted in you.
Yeah.
Because the idea was, because it was in actual emails he was sending to, he wanted to basically have a way of transport. He needed a transport device or a device for transportation.
And you think about it, that's what
he could have a little piece of him in.
No offense, but you know that's why what's name was doing it. Bill Gates.
Bill Gates. They've talked about that as well. All of them. All of them near the top have talked about putting their.
We're going back to the man. We're talking about some. We're going back to the man of the hour.
Oh,
you're not going to like this one. I've seen this one before as well.
Don't. Yeah. How old is Shirley Temple there, by the way? We'll talk about that afterwards.
And I was talking about Shirley Temple at the beginning, weren't I? How they fucked her career up.
How old was she in that clip? In that movie, how old was she? She can't have been much older than 9 or 10, surely.
Literally.
Was she 6, 7?
Yeah, because they fucked her career up though, didn't they? Big time.
That doesn't look like a mother. That doesn't look like a typical father-daughter thing. That's what he looks like. He's like, yeah.
Literally.
Look at his eyes. Look at his mouth. She's just singing. She's a child.
I don't know the thing that your dog.
Right, let me pull that face. Hold on. Let me pull that face. Right, Jen. Yeah, let me pull that face.
And whoever else is here. Oh, I can't even look at you doing it.
I'm pulling the same face or as close as I can get it. And you tell me what you think that actually looks like. Does that look like...
It feels nonsense. No offense.
Yeah, if you were doing it, if a typical fatherly reaction, right? And they've got their children, would be something like this.
Yeah.
It'd be just silly and you'd be like this going...
Ka-chee, stuff like that. And,
you'd be looking like that. A normal reaction would be like that. It wouldn't be like this.
But even this bit looks weird if you ask me, Tim and partner, and Tim and Jen. Look at what she does to his hand.
Looking into it as if...
No. Look what she does to his hand. This doesn't even look like a normal daughter thing that she does to her father, if you look. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
To do it. Come on.
No, get ready. No, go back. Look what she does to his hand. We had to pause it, but you look... You know, I'm going to go back, because this bit... I mean, look what she does to his hand here, look.
But how is she going to not rage? She's like a child, isn't she?
She's but you wouldn't get... I know, but you wouldn't get a child to do that, though, would you? You
wouldn't,
your own child, you wouldn't even do that. If your child done that to you...
Read the comments. Let's have a look at these comments.
His facial expression is like, what the fuck?
Yeah, they're not normal.
Mind you, the director and producer are I know okay with it, yeah, stuff like that. Look, this is disturbing, yeah.
It is.
But yeah, I said that Shirley Temple's career got fucked up. And that, in the beginning, didn't I?
And then there's a couple of clips of interviews when she was older. Getting close to the... Probably close to the retirement or getting towards the end of career.
And when she wasn't as she also went in to become the former chief of protocol for the United States, didn't she? She died 12 years ago. Fucking hell, I didn't even realise that.
Only 12?
2014 she died.
What, Shirley Temple?
Yep.
I didn't realise it was that late.
She was yeah. It'll be 80, hang on. Yeah. She'd been, hang on. 80 is 2008, she'd been 102 in how many days? For 15 days.
Makes you think though, doesn't it?
And I'm not rude. She broke out as a child actress in 1934.
If we hadn't have said anything, would that particular scene would it have looked absolutely normal, or would that have made you go, oh, wait a minute, what's going on here?
No offense. We're calling it out because we're like thing, but we'd get told we're the ones that are feeling like that way because of how it's looking. Yeah, everyone's looking at it the same way.
There are people that are looking at it in the same way. Exactly for what it is. Fucking weird.
I told you on Shirley Temple. This is in 1988. 1988. So probably 50 years after that movie. Look.
Here we go.
I went to MGM for one picture. Thank goodness, only one. And when I got there with my mother, we were separated. She went into the office of Louis B. Mayer, and I went into the office of Arthur Freed. And he was going to talk to me about a movie he wanted to put me in. I'm 12 years old. And I thought he was a producer, but instead he was an exhibitor. And I'd never seen anyone naked before, except myself. So I had no clue about what was happening. And so it struck me so funny, I laughed at it. And I laughed uproariously. I had tears, and he got infuriated. And he said, out, 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 go. So I said, well, I went down. I was very quiet. I went down and met her in the lobby of the administration building. She came out very quietly from Louis B. Mayer's office. And we walked hand in hand silently to the car, which was unusual. We got in the car driving home. I said, Mom, you won't believe what happened to me. And I told her what happened, and she got kind of quiet. She said, well, you don't know what happened to me. And Louis B. Mayer wasn't as bad as Freed was to me, but he came onto my mother. So we both decided that we didn't like MGM much. It was better at Fox.
We should have listened. October 1988, sitting across from Larry King, a former child star named Shirley Temple Black shared a memory that should have broken our hearts decades sooner. The woman who once symbolized America's purest joy calmly recounted a heart-piercing moment from her own childhood. At 12 years old, during a 1940 meeting at MGM Studios, producer Arthur Freed exposed himself to her.
And this is also in the midst of World War II, remember, people. World War II, when America was at war.
Right.
No. I'm not saying it in a bad thing. I'm just saying this is when World War II was gone. No, but you know what I'm saying, though, there, Tim. This was in the midst of World War II.
Yeah.
When fathers were away fighting for the countries and chicken chicks were basically at home.
That wasn't the weird thing I spotted in the interview. It's already weird enough as it is what she was basically describing exactly what had happened, right? But she was laughing, but her laugh comes from a place of there'll be trauma there, right? It won't look like it, but there's every trauma. But why was have you noticed we're having trouble? Are you? Oh, weird. But you noticed the host. What was the reason he was laughing?
Larry King, yeah.
Well, there's two. Oh, he's Jewish as well, but that's a whole nother. But there's two flip sides to when you laugh. It's laughing because of the pain you're in, laughing because you don't know how to react, or laughing because it's genuinely funny, and you're so unbothered by it that you just laugh, like a psychopath. What do we think Larry King fell into at that point? Out of those three reasons, it's not trauma. And I don't think it was second. I think it was third one, the final one, which was laughing because you genuinely find it funny and it's just an absolute joke to you, as if to say,
"Yo, you're talking things." You say,
I'd like to have a go on you too.
Oh, I had a thing for you back when you were a kid or something.
It just gets worse and worse. But the other thing I wanted to comment on was the previous clip where we saw the multiple. Just before you came in, Jen, there was a clip we played that I sent over, which essentially had many different artists saying the same thing over and over again, which was sold the soul, sold the soul, sold the soul, sold the soul. But the bit that really caught me off guard was Michael Jackson. And I was thinking, you know what? There was one point he would have done that. Or he would have bought himself into it. But then, after seeing everything, he was like, I'm going to fucking reverse now. And we're going to fucking now start to reveal everything. Slowly, I'm going to turn it on its head. And we're going to go against. Then all the started coming out, didn't it? And he was getting constantly lambasted. Accusation after accusation after accusation, which everyone was eating up. But the reality was, I'm revealing the truth. And I'm now getting... And he probably knew maybe a year or two before, right, something's going to happen and I'm probably going to...
He might have even known in a decade before, and he had to do everything in a decade. He might have even known a decade before.
I'm going to be shut down permanently before I fully reveal everything.
Balenciaga. Ball.
No.
Ball.
Balenciaga.
I'm a
baller.
Balenciaga.
No, that's wrong.
Ball.
Yes.
You're wrong.
No, that's better.
Balenciaga, yeah.
Balenciaga. Not
Ball. Not bull. No. Ball.
Say Balenciaga.
Yeah. And that's Kanye West's thing, weren't it, as well? He had a thing with them, didn't he? Kanye West.
Baal is a known demon.
Yeah, but you noticed that though.
Demon.
But did you notice that, Tim? He said he sold his soul, but then he also worked for Balenciaga.
What happens when you're in the club? You get thrown into all of it. And then Kanye did the same thing as well, where he was trying to pull himself out of it because he realized, shit, what the... And then he was being lambasted for good crazy. Same thing that happened to Michael Jackson, funnily enough, isn't it? It's funny how that happens. When you try to come away from it all and try and reveal the truth, and you get all a bit too much of a coincidence here at this point, especially when
as you or Jen or anyone who's watching on catch up or they're coming in like late, heard about the Demi Moore shit. You don't know what happened with Demi Moore?
Not in particular. I don't think I want to know, considering.
I'm none. Let's just say, shit, it's a fan here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a no from Jen, too. Yeah, it's a no from Jen.
Well, I'm sorry if you fancy doing more in Ghost and shit like that, and when that, but this was who Bruce Willis was once married to. Look at this.
Yep. Oh.
No, look, before you
comment. How old was she at this point?
Okay.
This is 15th. No, that's not a normal. Oh my God, that's not normal.
Look.
Why do you think everybody's come out? I don't know. Maybe just because I love them all and I hope they all love me. We do love them. And I love them.
I think it's for the good publicity. You're out of your mind.
Absolutely, because he's one of my most favorite people. If I working on the greatest. You're gonna get married, by the way. Don't let her husband find out. I can't wait. Well, he is. Think of it. He is, and I.
Normal or not? Normal or not.
Little brother.
Anything
Here's my little
that
brother.
looks weird here. Ew. Well, that says it all, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Was that normal kissing?
They were co-stars on the soap opera General Hospital at the time.
It's there in front of your eyes. It's just there. There's multiple instances.
That is Demi Moore as well.
Yeah, it's definitely, yeah.
I'm not rude. If it was the other way around, you would be like, you know.
It's still wrong either.
No. I'm not saying it in a bad way, but I'm just saying it.
I know what
if it was the other way round, people would be going hammer and tongue at it, wouldn't they? They'd be like, what the fuck is he doing? What the fuck is he doing kissing?
Technically, they still wouldn't. They won't be going hammer and tongue. They've not been going hammer and tongue at them.
No.
Normal people, though, when they do it, hammer and tongue like bricks are thrown. When the celebrities do it, it's just fun and games. Woo, I worship you.
And what year was it? 1982.
They really are above us. They really are above the law.
Yeah.
Until you come out of it, or start to come out of it, then you're not above the law anymore. Now you're tarnished as crazy. Yeah, it happens time and time again. It happens and will keep happening and repeating and repeating and repeating. There's the clips as well I haven't found or can't rediscover because they seem to have been wiped out of existence. But Randy Quaid, there's clips surrounding that too. Randy Quaid's done it. Mel Gibson. I can name you countless examples. We've already seen examples. Shirley Temple. It was happening fucking years and years. It's been happening since the fucking 30s, 20s. Fucking snake eyes.
This one.
Here we are.
Yeah.
Evil. Snake eyes, which is basically all which we've got to be this. Oh God, here we go.
Yes. Say yes. Yes. What would you give up for it? Anything. Anything.
Is that the back of the neck or belly? Oh dear.
And the Oscar goes to
Congratulations.
and Victoria
In that particular scene from American Horror Story Delicate, we see Emma Roberts' character give up the ultimate sacrifice for fame and fortune. People for years have speculated that some of these shows might be a little more than just fiction. I guess it's just pure coincidence that Kim Kardashian in this season plays a Hollywood witch who's preying upon Emma Roberts and her wants and desires. People have long said that American Horror Story is putting the truth right in front of us. Comment below, let me know. Am I on to something?
And if you don't know what she was getting up her kid. Her unborn kid.
Told you this is none of this rabbit hole that we're exploring tonight is for the faint of heart. If you haven't got a thick skin and you're not resilient or you don't want to actually search for the actual truth, don't do it. Which means you will do it because don't means the exact opposite, doesn't it?
And not only that,
look at it at your own risk.
Yeah, look at it
at your own risk.
But like I said, Hollywood has always been toying with us. But then there's always been an inner truth to movies.
Now, remember a while back we talked about weird. I don't know if you're going to play. I don't know if we can play the clip. We talked about a weird set of events surrounding the.
Yeah.
Right there, of the MAGA.
What we talked. Yeah, when we talked about on Mr. Kirk.
So there's a.
I'm going to show that clip in a second.
Yeah.
But I'm going to show Mr. Mel Gibson because I loved what he said about him.
Yeah.
He was another one. If you notice it, well, I know I'm going to talk about it before I straight on, obviously. Because we all know what Mel happened, what happened to Mel. If you don't know what happened to Mel Gibson, everyone, this was someone who was in his infancy. He's basically like, I'm not rude, we'd admit it. What? Right. He was here. Look, you can see how young he is. This was probably when Lethal Weapon and Conspiracy Theory and Ransom and Payback was all going on. All that. But he always said that the studios didn't want him making Resurrection, like the Jesus Christ movie, Suicide, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Because he said he had a lot of Passion of the Christ, because he had a lot of power, like people were like fighting against him not to do it, but he done it anyway. But he basically went through shit, if you remember. If you remember, when he was in these things, he was getting movie roles galore. Then when he wanted to make Passion of Christ, Swing started going our way on that. And then it come out.
See him anywhere.
No, and then it come out he had a drinking problem. And they tried to turn him away from Hollywood, if you notice.
And they successfully did it as well. They were successful.
Yeah, because he's never not been in much, has he? Like, I think the only movie I've seen him in recently, apart from years ago, is like Daddy's Home 2 or something. So he's not really been in much. Yeah, and Will Ferrell, yeah. Okay, I know you would know back in the day, Mad Max, fucking Mel Gibson was
fucking everywhere.
Every year you would see a movie and he'd be a star in it or a co-star or.
You saw Mel Gibson everywhere, didn't you?
My mum had a crush on him when he was in Lethal Weapon. My mum had a crush on him in Lethal Weapon. I think everyone did.
Yeah, true, but it's not the same as Michael J. Fox because that was a genuine,
Yeah, Parkinson's fucked him up, sadly. But you listen to what Mr. Mel says about industry here, everyone, because I've heard this plenty of times and I still get shivers.
You are going to be affected by this play. His whole opinion about women on film, from beginning to end, is very brief. He says, women on film, either naked or dead. Both is better. And it's like, whoa!
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. The man has got a spiritual malady for a start. I mean, the scary thing is that I think a lot of people think that. Maybe not to that extreme. There are people, well-meaning people, and you'll know within 15 minutes.
If this is a person you want to work with. Yeah. Christopher Walken, the first time I ever did a casting session in America.
Yeah.
Terrified me.
Me too.
I mean, fucking hell. I came to meet the guy. They said, he's flying in from God knows where.
Yeah, but he didn't need a plane, right?
Yeah, it's like, he didn't need a plane. He came in, he was doing all the kind of Scorsese stuff. And I said, have you had a chance to read the script? He looked at me and said, do you like my face? And I went, yes. He said, but that's fucking great, because if you don't, get De Niro. Fuck you, I'm out of here. And stood up and walked out. And everyone said, well, that I think was quite a good meeting.
No, he came to see me on a rooftop in New York. I said, hey, can I talk to you? And he said, sure. He floated in, sideways, through a crowd of people. He was wearing black. And it was like one of those old vampire movies where they don't walk, but they glide. And he was a dancer, so he has he's very, graceful.
Yeah.
And he moved sideways and he just sat down in a chair next to me. And it kind of frightened me. And he's a very smart guy. And we started talking, and I didn't, say much of anything about reading the script, nothing. I just started talking about the Middle Ages. And he began to talk tortures. And we swapped tortures, because I'd read this book on torture. And I tried to recall some of the most heinous things I'd ever read in this book. And he was like, oh, and he'd try and top it. And and my assistant was there, and he left because he couldn't stand it anymore.
Yeah.
The air had turned cold. And then he left, and I wanted to leave. And because I knew that I didn't want to work with him.
Yeah.
And he was getting scary.
Yeah.
And then I turned around and it was on top of the Peninsula Hotel. I turned around to avoid his steady gaze at one point.
Yeah.
And I was looking at the building with the top of the sixes on it. So there was a huge illuminated 666 in red.
Yeah.
And I went from that to that to that, and he started smiling. And I thought, oh no, Chris Walken is the Antichrist, you know? I'll think, Walken, and you'll resent it for a little while, then you have to let it go. Otherwise, you'll eat yourself alive.
Mm.
And I think it takes that kind of cockroach resilience to survive in this town. When I came over here, I was in my mid-20s.
Right.
The first time I really came over here. You know, I had a whole bunch of weird paranoid suspicions about what the hell was going on because there was a lot of stuff I couldn't understand.
Right.
And nobody was really bothering to explain it to me.
They don't.
And and I formed a bunch of opinions about the town and about the people in it that were like, surely that couldn't be, because the whole place can't be like, you know, Weird Town, you know, where the stranger wanders in and all the people are in the bar and they all shut up when he looks at them and they tell you don't go into the house on the hill. And it's like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go away and you think, no, I was wrong. I mean, that's insane thinking. I'm paranoid. I imagined that stuff. That couldn't be the reason for why so-and-so was acting like. Could it?
Mm-hmm.
And then you find out later on the track that you are exactly on track
Mm-hmm.
with a lot of this stuff. Not specifically on track, but that you could, that some of your worst nightmares were real at the time. And you think,
Mm-hmm.
now this is what I mean by actually starting to swim up or downstream with the rest of the salmon, you know, eventually, if you stay here long enough.
Yeah.
You'll find yourself doing that. And you have to, there's a way of doing it without doing it.
Mm.
And that takes time.
Mm.
And it takes relaxation.
Mm. Not being uncomfortable about.
Not being uncomfortable. Realizing it for what it is.
Projecting.
And understanding what it is. Once you understand it, well, then you're not afraid of it anymore. So you can just walk around it, through it, and then get on with what you tried to get on with in the first place. A place like this can humiliate you. And it can be, it can humiliate you, it can be humbling. I mean, it does rip your life.
Yeah. That's Mel Gibson, everyone, for you, in a nutshell. He's another honest person.
He's telling you what's happening and all the weird things and 666 thing and all the weird instances and the environment getting cold and something feels off. Almost like it's satanic or there's evil forces at play. Cold can also mean that it's like there's demons, spirits. Could be mentioning that there's something not human in that room. And then to weirdly describe someone as gliding and not walking, it's...
Yeah. And then he goes on to a talk show later on.
The actors are playing against each other. The actors are playing for each other too, and then they're playing for you.
Yeah.
To pull you away from it all.
Whole industry. I mean, it's a very strange place, Hollywood. But it's an odd.
This is on Parkinson, by the way.
Place.
He said Holly weird.
You imagine all these horror stories there that you think, boy, it seems as if I'm being sacrificed over here. No, that couldn't be true. And then you realize that it is true. And you have to, I just left for a while and took a couple of years off, bought a place down in Australia and started digging holes and putting up fences and birthing cattle and all this kind of stuff. And it was fun, you know, it was fun. It was great. And it was a good breather, you know.
Yeah. And then, of course, the comeback, what a comeback, Lethal Weapon.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad, was it?
Yeah, it was all right. I'd had a gut full of the whole industry. I mean,
They're fucking weird as well. Fuck's sake.
What do you think of that, everyone?
Just don't. It's fucking weird. I feel like I'm being sacrificed. And then it turns out it's true. Like, that's coming from the horse's fucking mouth, and you can't tell me, oh, that's not true. He's in the industry.
No.
He knows. He's seen the inside of it. He's seen the inner workings. He's seen it all.
There's literally so much. I don't know what we could do. We could have to do a 2-part thing on this shit because it's like fucking.
Oh, 100%. We're going to definitely need to do part 2, 3.
I'm going to do this one. Yeah, I think this one I'm going to do, and then I'm going to say something to the next time. But this one is the one that I think shocked me most.
Oh.
Yeah. This is the one that when I saw it, I saw it and I was like, oh, fuck. Yeah,
tell you what's concerning Stephen Baldwin for a time. Just before we play this clip, right? There's a Stephen Baldwin now starting to... there's a recent video he's posted, by the way. I think it was a couple of days ago. 2027, if you know which one I might be talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Very short clip. 2 days ago. This was the start of Stephen Baldwin actually starting to go against everything too, which...
Sorry, it's going...
Rest in peace, Stephen, by the way. We are probably going to see a mysterious death concerning Stephen Baldwin at some point. Or we're going to see a weird silencing, or if you don't be shocked and surprised to start to see weird, or he's been...
or one of his brothers get done, or one of his brothers gets fucked.
Just keep an eye out.
Just listen. I love you. Has it always been, or is it now? Always. Literally, the flight you brought me on, I watched Jerry Maguire.
One of my all-time favorites.
They don't make them like that anymore, Patrick. Why? Because Hollywood controls the content. What's Hollywood about now? Wait, because I did this on Jamie Kennedy. I got in trouble. Jamie Kennedy said, "You're wrong. Hollywood is not elitist. Hollywood does not have a small club that it feeds itself, and they make Barbie and MCU, and that's it. They want the money. The machine of Hollywood wants the money, not the art, not the quality film like Jerry Maguire. They don't want that. They used to. Patrick, I'm done with that. I'm done. Hollywood is going to die in the next 20 years because of that. It will, because people don't care. They're already getting right to their phone what they want. What's always worked is great movies, and we're not doing that anymore.
And that's what scared me more, because he's even picked up on it, and some of the stuff he was in was fucking great.
Some great films, Biodome, Usual Suspect. Just to name the two, I know. There's more as well, but...
Yeah, the one I liked Stephen Baldwin in, and I'll tell you now, actually. Where is it?
Guys, just wait for part 2. There's plenty more.
There's the one I liked. Oh, yeah, Biodome.
Biodome, that's the one, yeah, I mentioned that, Biodome.
Biodome, I like, and 8 seconds.
Seconds, yeah. Usual Suspects, that's quite a funny one.
Usual Suspects is one of my favourites, but yeah. Fled as well was another one I liked with him.
All the weird stuff with Justin Bieber as well, because he's linked to it now, because he's married his daughter, Hailey. Hailey Baldwin.
I know that he was getting on he was basically getting pimped by Diddy. Weren't he?
There were some weird things going on when he was 14 or 15. You know, he started breaking out with Baby, and all of that weird getting close to him, and that really weird close contact, and that sort of it was almost like he was trying to fuck him on the stage. Yeah. James Corden, that was a weird one as well. Look, seriously, look at this at your own peril. Look at it with your own risk. Don't say I didn't warn you, because it gets all the more concerning the more you dive into it. Then you look at all the things it's signaling. Have a look at the Baal, look at the Lucifer, and look at the backstory of all of this, the Gamma stuff, and Gamma Atreus, and
put it this way, Mr. Johnny Depp have even come out and said shit.
Yeah.
Johnny Depp, look, listen to this.
This shit.
For the need for Hollywood myself. I don't know how you
you guys feel, but yeah, I think it's a very strange, funny time where everybody would love to be able to be themselves, but they can't because they must fall in line with the person in front of them. You want to live that kind of life, I wish you the best. I'll be on the other side somewhere, you know.
The other side of where?
I'm not a part of it, he's saying.
He's saying, I don't want to do anymore. I don't want to do anymore, yeah.
I just want to pull away from it all and try and reveal. A lot of them have revealed quite a lot, but no one's listened. No one's listening to it. When I say no one's listening to it, I mean it's only a select few.
And this one is another one that before.
Jeff Daniels.
Have you heard this one?
No, let's have a
I
listen.
never bought whatever you had to do in LA to sustain a movie career, which included going to parties and introducing yourself to producers, going to other people's premieres just to be seen. I could not do that, would not do that. I honestly didn't think the career would last. I was a fatalist. And part of it was, when you're from the Midwest, you have a really good detector. There's not a simplicity to them, but there's an honesty. Why don't you get to the point? Quit trying to impress me. So that was entrenched in me. Add to New York, 10 years off Broadway, where we are not actors, we are artists. And LA and movies are butt kiss, I was told. And that's artistically where I grew up.
Yeah. Jeff Daniels saying that, everyone.
I don't want to be a part of any of it.
And if you know,
just make my own success.
If you know, it's before Dumber and Dumber, the second one come out, his career was down the shit's creek, weren't it?
Yeah, it's weird how many just sort of like disappear, and when they disappear, that's when you should be questioning it. When they just disappear all of a sudden after being everywhere,
yeah,
that's when you need to question it.
And I'm acting credits ain't on where we film.
Nicolas Cage is another one.
Yeah, here we go.
He's just sort of disappeared.
Put it this way, he was there you go, 1998, 99, 2001, 2002, 2003. Yeah, I had a movie coming out every year, and then from 2010, he had a 2-year gap. Then he had another 2-year gap with Dumb and Dumber 2. Then a year, then 2 years again, then a year with 2020, and he's in the next movie now where he's playing Ronald Reagan, which is in post production. 6-year gap.
It's a huge gap.
Yeah,
massive. It's a huge gap. I think it's less sad and it's more scary, cathartic. Soul cleansing. No worries, all right. I'll hold the fort.
Thank you.
You're welcome. But when you really, really, really start to dive into everything, once you see the pattern, that's it. Once you see the pattern, you can't unsee it. Once you're open, you'll never go back. You'll see that pattern and you'll see those comments and you'll see everything for what it is over time. You'll start to notice all the weird sentences and you'll just stop and think and go, what does that actually mean? Are they really like saying what I think they're saying? 9 times out of 10 or 9 times out of 10. Yeah, it's exactly what you think it is. And the people who start to speak out against it, you'll notice a pattern that repeats itself time and time again. You see them everywhere, then you don't see them at all. It's like they disappeared off the face of the earth. Brendan Fraser was one. Just disappeared. That's it. Gone. I think that might have had something to do with health conditions and stuff. But who's somebody else you know Let me pose this question to you all. Let me pose this question. Who's an actor, actress that you used to see all the time and then suddenly disappears without a trace? Danny Glover, I think, is one. Childish Gambino. Danny Glover's another one. I never see anymore. See him a couple of times here and there, but that's it. It's like, gone. Harrison Ford was another. Disappeared, gone. Randy Quaid. We used to see him everywhere. We used to see him in all sorts. Independence Day, Kingpin. Can't think of any. Can't think off the top of my head. They're the two that come to mind, but there's more. I know there's more. We used to see him everywhere, almost, and then he's disappeared. Dennis Quaid's disappeared too. I wonder what's happened. Even the Wayans brothers, to a degree, just disappeared, like they didn't exist. Now they've started to come back, of course, but after quite a long gap. The last major film I remember him in was, I think it was Little Man or White Chicks. Where have they just suddenly and where did they just suddenly disappear to? It's like the Britney Spears thing as well, and it's not fully attached to Hollywood, like, but even Justin Timberlake, I think, is one that you used to see everywhere, hear every time, hear everything, and then just kind of disappeared, came back. Lady Gaga was another one. Used to sing all the time, you'd hear all the songs, and then suddenly just disappeared for 2, 3, 4 years, whatever it was. Big hit, and then bang, gone. Where's Lady Gaga gone? Who's another famous example that you kind of forget about? Who else did we used to see all the time and then suddenly never see him? Yeah, Mel Gibson. Yeah, Mel Gibson. That's a funny one. Yeah, Mel Gibson. You used to see everywhere and then don't see. Al Pacino. Yeah, the other thing as well is I think it might. I mean, Rick Moranis, but that wasn't. I don't think that had anything to do with these theories. I don't think it had anything to do with that. He just wanted a quiet life. He just pulled himself out, and that was it. Gone. Hugh Laurie, I think, is another one. Hugh Laurie used to see almost everywhere, and then no trace of him. How Stuart Little and a little bit of Fry and Laurie. Just to name a few. There's quite a few more, but yeah, there's just a lot to think about, isn't there? A lot to unpack, a lot to try and digest. Yeah, even Johnny Depp's kind of disappeared, hasn't he? Jim Carrey disappeared. Oh, didn't think of that. Jim Carrey's just sort of disappeared off the. Still appearing in interviews and stuff, but it's not the same. Sort of like he had big gaps as well, hadn't he? He used to be everywhere. Don't be surprised if you see John Cena just suddenly disappear all of a sudden. The Rock. Don't be surprised if you suddenly see him disappear. If them two decide when they start to come around and start to speak out against it themselves, when they start to speak out against it themselves, don't be surprised if you suddenly see them disappear as if they didn't exist.
I'm back.
Surprised. Just talking about and thinking about celebrities that were sort of everywhere and then just sort of disappeared.
Well, like, who have you been? I'm using examples, and then I'll see if I can know anyone.
I had Johnny Depp.
Well, yeah, he went with that court case, didn't he? That's what kind of fucked him
Yeah.
up.
And then I was thinking of Rick Moranis, but it wasn't the same thing. I would have said Michael J. Fox, but that wasn't the same thing either.
Christopher Lloyd.
Randy Quaid, I mentioned. Randy Quaid.
Yeah.
And Dennis Quaid. The Quaid brothers. Where have they suddenly disappeared all of a sudden?
Dennis, I loved him in Day After Tomorrow.
Day After Tomorrow, but he's been in other big
I
movies.
know, but that's one of my favourite one. I mean,
no, I loved Randy Quaid. He was fucking funny and quirky.
Independence Day. That speech he did in Independence Day, and I loved him in National Lampoons.
National Lampoons, yeah. I'm just thinking of them. I'm just thinking of the scenes, and I'm like, fuck, he's fucking funny.
There's the Christmas one when you go fucking lawnmower.
Nicolas Cage was everywhere. You'd see him in almost everything.
Here's another one. Here's another one for you. And I know I can't help it because of his missus and everything, and his son, John Travolta.
Where did he disappear to?
I know his missus one where ended had her life fucking cancelled, but bless him. But he was everywhere because he had that fucking because remember Family Guy took the piss out of him for having the fucking airplane thing on his back garden.
That was quite funny. But yeah, his Family Guy clips.
No offense, but it's like Tom Cruise though. All of a sudden, his own like
Tom Cruise, yeah.
No offense, Tom Cruise. I love Hitler Guy in some things. Like Day of Thunder. I got muted by some strange force. Day of Thunder, I loved him in. I loved him in Cocktail. I loved him in a few others. But then all of a sudden, when he's doing Scientology, it's like, oh, I need to do my own stunts. Where have you heard Tom Cruise wanting to do his own stunts before that?
How come your mic just muted? Did you touch something?
My hand is here. I was like that.
Yeah.
One hand's down here and one down here.
Microphone's been absolutely fine up until that bloody moment.
When I said Tom Cruise and Scientology. But that's another big thing in Hollywood, isn't it? Scientology.
To be fair, that's just a coincidence at this point. If it happens multiple times, then it's a pattern, but it's just a coincidence.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? No, it's a weird though, the Scientology pattern, though. Who else would you say? Eddie Murphy, technically. He's quick going on.
Eddie Murphy, he's just sort of disappeared as well, yeah. Kanye West has disappeared as well.
Well, he was trying to come back. He was going to come back over here, weren't he? He was going to do the comeback at the Wireless, but Wireless has been cancelled due to it. Him not being allowed in.
He's pulled himself out of it all. Do you know how I know he's been pulling himself slowly out of all of it and unplugging himself, essentially? We were talking about, remember him mentioning in an interview where he said all of his accounts were being frozen.
Yeah.
He suddenly couldn't have access to any of his bloody funds, even though they were there, and he had a right to all of it. And yet the bank's just like, nope.
And you know, it's Kim, they don't want these kids even seeing him.
Yeah, and there was that talk where he wanted to build his own bank, essentially.
Mm.
And he was in the process of talking about buying it out. And then he was saying, oh, don't worry. If you start seeing this or you start seeing that, you're going to keep thinking this guy's crazy. And
well,
everyone would say, you're crazy.
You think about the other thing.
Start questioning it when I start looking like I'm going crazy or something.
I don't know if anyone's seen them, but the CW verse, like of the DC like franchise, like Green Arrow, the Flash, like Stephen Amell, Grant Gustin, they don't even have roles now.
Yeah, Dustin Hoffman. I didn't mention Dustin Hoffman, but
Al Pacino.
Al Pacino, I mentioned.
Yeah, Al Pacino.
I mentioned Al Pacino. Yes, I did.
Well, he's had his kid, but yeah, it's like nothing good. He doesn't want to be seen.
Al Pacino these days. Even Robert De Niro.
Well, Robert De Niro kind of is a shady one, isn't it, with everyone? Kevin Costner.
Kevin Costner, yeah, you used to see him everywhere. And then suddenly you don't.
Danny Glover.
I even went into the singing side of things, and I was thinking Lady Gaga disappeared for a little while, didn't she?
Lily Allen.
Time, can you remember when it was, though? It was around the time, just before she released the album with Joanna, it was called, I think.
Hmm.
One of the songs in there was Perfect Illusion, and I listened to it, and I was like, what?
It wasn't Lady Gaga's voice, was it?
Here? it was almost not a cry for help, but it was almost like she was saying it was a perfect. She was talking about the music industry. She's saying it's a perfect solution.
Lily Allen's another one.
So they're aware of it. These singers, all the singers, actors, are all aware of what's going on in the background.
Well, you know, it's Lily Allen was another one that went right well because I'm another thing. What's the name? Who's another one who I think? There's another one I recently just heard of, and I was like, he's not Neo, the fucking R&B guy.
Oh, he's disappeared as well. Where's he?
I don't know who Closer and all that was fucking massive for him, and then it's all like, where is he?
He had massive hit after massive hit. He had hit after hit after hit, and then suddenly nothing. It's like he's wiped off the face of the earth, as if he doesn't exist.
Pitbull, technically Pitbull, you could say. Pitbull, you hardly see.
Hardly see Pitbull.
I don't know who hardly you see. Normally you the Pitbull fucking or featuring Pitbull in the charts, but now you hardly see anything.
It's only one clip.
But then it's like what we were saying about we carry on. Cat Williams.
Cat Williams. Oh my god, he was very.
He was big, weren't he? And then all of a sudden he changed. He went onto a career path where he went and wanted to be fucking following God or whatever, and his career tanked, didn't it?
Remember when he started to speak against it? Oh, those are the clips I was looking for. Those are the clips I didn't even get to see.
Yeah.
Oh, Jim Carrey.
That, not being rude, we're going to have to go into that. He got swapped. If no one saw what happened in Paris, he got swapped out for someone else.
Oh, he 100% did.
That doesn't even sound like Jim Carrey, the one in Paris, does it? That year. A couple months ago, was it? Have you seen that, Jen? That interview with it, what he done? He basically said that Jim's dead, basically, didn't he? The guy.
Oh my god, what are you doing? You walked right into the laser.
Right. So what, we jump up here?
Oh, I mean.
Yes, and then jump again.
I jump again.
You have to jump again. Jump.
Where?
We have to go out the platform and then up. Come.
I can't. You have to pull me up.
You failed.
But
you failed.
But
you failed miserably, and my pull doesn't work. My pull doesn't work.
Walk the
other way. Okay,
Oh, fucking hell.
My pull doesn't work. Why does it not work? Do you keep pressing the E or what?
Lady Chaz makes me laugh.
Yeah.
So I was having a look at I was just having a look at a few live streams, but you know what I'm trying to find now? Let's see if I can find it.
Oh, fucking hell. Who was the other one who I was talking about? There's another actor I was thinking of.
Yeah. Let's see if I can find.
I know while you're doing that, I'll show the Jim Carrey thing for Jen.
Cat Williams, that's who I was looking for, right? Cat.
In 15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out, all live heart show. There being a line for him ever getting a standing ovation at any comedy club. He already had his deals when he got here. Have we heard of a comedian that came to LA?
There you go.
Here in LA, he had his own sitcom on network television and had his own movie called Soul Plane that he was leading. No, we've never heard before.
Yeah. Do you know what? I think this is the video where everyone started to wake up a little bit.
Yeah, you listen to this, Jen.
Everyone pointed it out straight away. They thought this guy. Wait a minute. There's something.
Is he not Jim?
Everybody like talking 1,000 miles an hour up there, receiving their awards, and I was like, I'm dead. And I made mistakes, and I was like a novice, but I felt a lot of love, and I felt a lot of appreciation that I tried. Everybody.
Why does Jim Carrey spoke like that?
And why does he sound like that? And why did this Jim Carrey?
I know that. And then laugh at it. Goes, but then this is also another big thing.
I don't think he's ever spoke French. What the fuck?
No, it's done France. Look.
I've never heard Jim Carrey speak French in
Merci
any
de faire une ovation.
Look at him.
Where's the rubber expressions? Where's the Jim Carrey expressions?
Oh, you know it though, because you know he has a little bit. Look, he looks like he's got stage fright. Look. You know, he looks like he's got stage fright, doesn't he?
I saw this straight away.
Oh, you listen.
Merci beaucoup. C'est très gentil. En tant qu'acteur, chaque personnage que vous incarnez, c'est comme l'argile du sculpteur que vous façonnez à la forme de votre.
I've never known Jim Carrey to speak French in all my life.
It doesn't even fucking sound like him, and the mannerisms.
I know he's Canadian, but where was he born? Let's have a look. Newmarket, Canada. And what? Newmarket, Ontario. Not even Quebec. Not even the French-speaking part of Canada. Ontario. Look.
It doesn't sound like him. I didn't know he was Canadian.
Yeah, he was one in Newmarket. Hang on.
He's from Canada.
Yeah, he's from Canada.
It's not even far too much Botox because he looks fatter. His face looks fatter. The chin's all wrong. The eyes are all wrong. The mannerisms.
Hang on.
The accent's kind of gone. The sharp wit's gone.
There you go. Read that.
It's not the primary language, yeah. It's predominant, yeah.
Yeah, French is spoken there. But look, in some way, while you rarely hear French in daily life in Newmarket compared to regions closer to Quebec, it's spoke. Yeah.
Yeah, your French-speaking groups, you'll find them more towards like maybe Winnipeg might be one, Montreal, Quebec, obviously, and then you might hear it in Toronto too. You might hear the French in that sort of region too, but
yeah.
Not Ontario.
No, it is weird. It is weird. Hey,
Chloe.
You have missed a
LeBeef. Shit, you've missed it all. But there is replay, so I can watch it there, but it is fucking weird. Don't worry, I'll have an idea why you may have come in at this time, but yeah, it's just fucking weird.
You right, so oh my lord. This live has been we've dug into a shit ton.
So much to unpack. We've just even had a little look at the clip. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking, Chloe. But there was so much to fucking unpack in this live. There were so many weird instances. So many weird... Even at the start, when I was having a look at the Google Play Store symbol, you'll see me talking about the Google Play Store symbol, and I put two symbols up. I can't get them up side by side on the phone, but there's some fucking weird shit there as well.
Here you go, everyone. This is another person I watch, right? Listen to what he says, right?
Carey.
Doesn't even look, when you look side by side, it's definitely not him.
No, but you listen to it before we say anything.
Jim Carrey. I knew it was coming.
That's not him, man. That's not Jim Carrey.
So he was in Paris accepting an award, and he's doing interviews on the red carpet, and people are like, wait a minute. Who is that? That's not Jim Carrey.
Doesn't sound like him. Doesn't look like him. His eyes are different.
He has brown eyes, and in that, he had some weird mix. It wasn't brown. It was
brown,
like hazel.
It wasn't green, hazel.
Green. It's not his eyes.
And when another thing that's weird too that I noticed that he said, he was like, "Oh yeah, he's dead." He said, "I'm dead."
Yeah, he said that.
He said it. He emphasized it.
Right. I saw that. I'm like, wait a minute. Since when does Jim Carrey use Gen Z lingo?
Yeah, he's like, "I'm dead," but he was like, "I'm dead."
What?
Like he said it, like he emphasized it, and it didn't sound like him. Jim Carrey has one of the most distinctive voices on the planet,
and distinctive faces. Like his facial features are crazy.
Yeah,
like the faces he can make. This thing couldn't make his faces.
I mean, he's the master of faces, right? That's what he's known for. Even going back into his stand-up a long time ago, that's what he was known for, like doing Jack Nicholson. He was doing like all these different people and impressions, and the faces going along with his acting ability. He was amazing at it. So So people were saying, oh, maybe it's plastic surgery, Botox. Okay, let's go with that. But how does your eye color change? Because that's the same thing that they did with Joe Biden. How does your face, your chin change, your earlobe changes, and then your eye color changes?
To be honest, he looks more like Joe Biden now.
Well, here's the thing. Hold on. They're saying Jim Carrey played Joe Biden.
Okay, I heard that.
That's the theory. So they're saying when Joe Biden died in 2018, which I have the paperwork for.
They did a 3-volley salute at Joe Biden's funeral or inauguration. I mean,
let me explain. So when you get inaugurated, a president has a 4-volley salute, which signifies the inauguration of a president. Joe Biden had a 3-volley salute. That means it's a funeral for a government official or a military official. Why did he have 3 cannons instead of 4?
Come on, I mean, look, it's always in the movies. Who did Jim Carrey play? The Mask. What's another movie he had? The Truman Show.
Because as later on he went into his career, he had all these roles where they're like a little bit more dramatic, and those are like telling a story. So the Truman Show, profound movie. That's literally what we're living in. I feel like it's a movie.
What if there wasn't any Jim Carrey at all?
That's what he said though. Jim Carrey went on, I think it was Jimmy Kimmel, and he said, yeah, there is no Jim Carrey. This is a persona. In ancient Rome, the root word is persona. Persona means mask.
So my question is, what was that? It's Jim Carrey-ish.
Going back to that episode to where he was on, or that night show, he was saying there is no Jim Carrey. He was also saying that he was doing this, and he was like, he was throwing up the Illuminati symbol.
He's throwing up the rock.
And he was like, yeah, you know, none of this means anything. We're all players in a game. And he was like alluding to all this stuff. And he was like making a joke out of it, but not really. Basically blowing the lid on the Illuminati and all this stuff. Okay.
Yeah. Pulling away from it all because it was getting seriously sick. Cabalish, occultish, satanic, demonic, Baal, Lucifer.
And that's Jim Carrey.
There's a literal TV show called Lucifer. And the main character is called Lucifer Morningstar.
Yeah, because it's our guy plays him. Plays Lucifer.
Oh, he plays it so well, but it's obviously demonic because it's Lucifer.
And not only that,
it's everywhere. It's been in front of our eyes. We didn't even get into some of the sort of like really weird stuff, like some of the weird stuff that we may have forgotten about, like the Charlie Kirk thing in Snake Eyes, which is Hollywood and tied into it, and Nicolas Cage. And oh boy, that's definitely up for a part 2, is this?
Yeah.
And I'm happy to be a part of that too. Well, it's just fucking weird. Oh my god.
But when you have distinct actors that you love, and I will do a part 2, Chloe.
We have to.
I might do it tomorrow. I might do a follow-up tomorrow. Just spend the next couple of episodes dedicated to this. But I will say, some of this fucking thing, when you see actors that you grew up with, or you know and you love and respect, start pulling away from Hollywood, you know shit's going on.
Something's up. Exactly what I thought. The words I remember saying this to my dad. Actually, no. There's something else I remembered. Now, I'm not going to name. But there was a friend I knew who was a singer, operatic, and started having conversations with... Has anybody heard of polyphonic? Or polyphonic digital?
No.
So polyphonic, we sent a demo by a friend, and they liked the voice, liked the demo. We're even formulating a band in the background. I didn't get off the ground. I'm not going to mention the name of the band, but this friend also has quite a famous lineage in the background, related to Michael Fassbender. In some respect, there's a connection family-wise to Michael Fassbender, who's like a 5th or a 6th or 7th cousin, 6th removed, or I want to call it. So has It also has some relation to John Williams as well, the composer, you know. One of the most famous pieces of music, Jurassic Park, and then obviously, is it Emperor Marches? You know, the Emperor March. Yeah. John Williams.
John Williams. There's John Williams and John Carpenter in there. Oh.
John Carpenter, yeah. John Carpenter, John Williams, yeah. Kind of co-composed, but composed some of the most famous pieces of music in Hollywood and film history. But that's not... And I was saying this to her. I says, oh, happy for you. Really happy for you. But please, be careful. Be very, very, very fucking careful. And this was me saying about 8 years ago, 9 years ago, before any of this was sort of where before people were really, really properly looking into it all. And I said to her, please, make a promise to yourself and me. It doesn't even need to be me. Just make a promise to yourself that you will please be fucking careful if it goes any further and you end up signing a deal. Just please be fucking careful because it is evil. Just please. Really think about this before you even do anything. I've listened to her sing. Angelic. Beautiful voice. But also said, err on the edge of caution. And please really look at what you potentially might be signing, because you might lose yourself. I said those were my words to her, not word for word, but that's me looking out for somebody, because I know what all of this was potentially leading into. It's demonic. And if you ever get to that point yourselves, anybody out there, where you feel you've got a bit of talent, be really, really, really fucking careful and make sure it doesn't compromise your values or beliefs. So that's one piece of advice I've got for you. Don't care whether I'm successful or not, but the words are true. Simple as. When you're a guy who keeps himself open and looks at everything and re-looks at it and start to see all the patterns, it's just evil. All of it. I haven't switched that TV on. I haven't watched TV in a year. I don't watch TV. Got no interest in it. I'd rather just, watch live streams and keep away from all the news. I'd rather just keep away from all of it. Just use laptops, mobile phone instead, and just either looking for the video or maybe a bit of scrolling and just looking at funny videos. I don't want to watch the news. I've got zero interest in it. But I have got interest in this kind of shit. Paranormal and extraterrestrials and conspiracy theories and alternate realities and science and toothpaste. Oh, it just runs so deep. We need to show something that's going to be a little light-hearted. What do you reckon?
I think we do.
Think something light-hearted. Let's watch something funny.
Yeah,
I only sent one clip. And I thought it was fucking funny. I won't say much about it, but it is fucking funny. It's a fucking funny clip. Oh, it's fucking funny. I'm already chuckling.
Yeah, it's just kind of nuts, though, when you think about it all.
Let's have a look at Henry West. Let me show you some Henry West.
No, I can't stand
this guy's
guy.
Fucking hilarious.
I can't stand him.
It seems we both got autism. You're in the UK.
Don't cut in line. Don't refuse a cup of tea.
Bitch.
It's okay to refuse the tea. Drink the bloody tea.
If you're in the UK, don't.
It's okay to refuse the tea. Drink the bloody tea. Let's see if I can find. Let me see if I can find the specific clip I really want to show.
It's quiet around here. Too quiet.
This one makes me laugh. Very quick.
It's quiet around here. Too quiet.
It's quiet around here. Yeah, a little bit too quiet.
It's quiet around here.
Almost.
Drink the bloody tea.
Yes, no.
Oh, it's fucking funny. Oh, it is fucking funny. Let's see if I can find just another fucking funny video. Just another. Oh, this one. Wait. There's one I know of.
That's weird.
One last adjustment. Got it. Can you hear me? Yeah. Can you hear the sound?
Nothing to read into this. Nothing.
Yeah.
This is just purely funny.
Are you okay? Is that too loud? No, not too loud. The boy that's annoying. You don't hear that? I had to hear it forever. Oh, there we go again, Doc. You know why this guy's smiling? Because he's probably dead, but he can't hear his wife's voice. Doc, please take it off. Please, relax. This is a celebration. Trust me, from one married man to another, you get used to it. I don't believe any word that came out of your mouth.
And the last bit he says at the end of that clip is, if anything comes out of your mouth, your little lips, like that.
And then what I'll do is I'll show this, because this is weird. This is weird, not in Hollywood related, but weird as in generally weird.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait. Go on, let's have a look at this one. Hey, hang on a minute. Whoa. Rewind it a little bit. What the fuck was that? There. That fucking clip right there.
And I'll do the bathroom as well in case.
There. Oh, hold on a sec. Look at there. What the fuck is that? Is that AI or is that an actual thunderstorm?
It says weird thunderstorm. Every AI generated.
Swear to God, if that's not edited and it's not AI and it hasn't been edited at all, right? And we can prove categorically it hasn't been edited, then I want to know what the fuck that is.
I'm not even careful. You would have it AI generated and then every day underneath an AI generated. Look.
There, it shows up now.
Where's it gone?
What the fuck is it? There. One, right, let's see how many times we see it. 2. 3 times. 4. No, 5. There.
6, 7.
6. It's just fucking weird. That's just fucking weird, isn't it?
No, that's what I don't know. Weird time.
What are those images we're seeing though? What is that? Looks like a spaceship. Yeah, I just thought I'd show some funny videos because I need something a little light-hearted. That one was just weird. Not exactly light-hearted because, again, that's going back into that bloody rabbit hole again, but it's just weird to watch. One last adjustment. Is that a voice? It's not loud. Can you not hear this? I don't believe anything comes out of your mouth with your little lips.
I don't know what.
Nancy, are you actually kidding?
Yeah.
No, never, you were right.
Let's see this one. I'm just gonna change gears.
Yeah, it's like it's crazy though, isn't it?
Someone farting into an oxygen machine.
But it's weird though how some of the stuff with like I'm like I say, Hollywood's just one big fucking pothole at this rate.
It's just a bottomless pit of depravity, insanity, and just general weirdness.
Yeah, please do, Jen.
Honestly, definitely get some good sleep after the end of this.
Because I'm gonna end it now, and I'm gonna like just chill and do a little bit of TikTok. But yeah, it's weird how some of this stuff is gonna be fucking.
Have a good night, Jen. And
night, Jen.
Definitely start looking at all the sigils and stuff, because you might start noticing weird patterns with particular badges as well, and icons and particular company logos and stuff. Yeah, don't look at all the satanic symbols, because you won't unsee it once you've seen it. Yeah, don't look at the Google Chrome image. Ooh. I wonder why Timmy Boy just said that. Yeah, I'll leave that for you to have a look at. You fuckers. Right, love you all, you fucking twats.
See you.
It's off. Don't fucking watch Don't watch anything. Don't fucking like. Don't fucking subscribe. And all of this was done for your entertainment. It was just entertainment purposes.
Yeah, we don't really think all this, do we?
Nope, not at all. It's just a play. It's just an illusion. Yeah, none of it is real. Yeah, it's all normal. It's all innocent. All of it, the whole lot. You know, tongue kissing and trying to tongue a 12-year-old. That's completely normal. It is. Honestly, it is. It is. Yeah, nothing can be read into that. Yeah, it's just a joke. Yeah, actual joke. And look at that as well. It's 22:33. I wonder what that means. Don't read into that either. 22:33. Weird. Next time I look at the fucking clock and it's 22:33. Like that isn't a sign.
Yeah. Just had them mapping up as well. Yeah.
11:11. What does 22:33 mean? I wonder if it actually means something. I think it does. Oh, it's an angel number. It is an angel number.
Yeah.
Balance, encouragement, and reassurance you're on the right path. Oh, shit. Yeah, you're on the right path. Continue. Continue looking into all this. Continue. Maybe you are on the right path after all. Maybe we are on the right path. That is so weird.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, yeah, like the video, everyone. Share the live out. Subscribe if you haven't already. Turn the notification bell on. We'll be back on later with as in tomorrow, with part 2. Well, the shit gets even more crazier. See you later, everyone.
See you. Thank you for bringing me in, Ray.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Paranormal Ripples.